Other thing that I would say is that this is more interesting to me than just buying stocks. And I'll tell you why. If you can trade stock tokens with other people on the, even if it's just Coinbase users, I think a lot of people will start using that in place of cash. If I was someone who was like buying lunch for a group and, you know, everyone had a Coinbase app and wanted to pay via the Coinbase app instead of like, you know, a mix of PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever. Here in Canada, it's even harder because if you're, you know, an American, you can't even use e-transfer here, unfortunately. So just a mess, right? But let's say you don't have a bunch of Bitcoiners there. You could presumably use Coinbase to settle the transaction with your friends and get that total value in stock token, you know, stock token X or Y, which is interesting to me because I think a lot of people who talk about, well, you know, it's the Bitcoin is a threat to the dollar, blah, blah, blah. Like, I think that is true, but I actually think this is a significant threat to the dollar. That's even more immediate if they allow this sort of thing. A lot of people would prefer stock tokens to cash, especially if they're, you know, tax efficient in some way. But the other reason I like it is because I think, Len, that this is another kind of shot at traditional finance and specifically stuff like selling order books, right? And front running retail investors for pennies at a time, every second, every half second, whatever these guys are doing on Robinhood and Cash App and Wealthsimple. So, you know, you're taking a chunk out of that presumably. And also I just want to see more competition.